As schools and universities across this country struggle to return to school in the fall, University of Kansas is turning to one of its former alumnus for help. Brian McClendon is a software engineer who has done foundational work for Google Earth. Brian founded a nonprofit called CVKey Project, and its first technology is a symptom checker that's being rolled out to all University of Kansas students this fall. It was first piloted over the summer to a select number of research buildings and about 1,000 faculty. The app asks some basic questions about whether a person is experiencing any symptoms related to COVID-19 and whether they've come into contact with anyone who has recently tested positive. The main function of the app is to generate a QR code that lets you know whether it's safe to go into school or whether it's not safe to go into school. If you experience any of the symptoms or check off any of the symptoms within the app, then you will not get a QR code to go into school. If students mark that they are experiencing any of the symptoms, they're encouraged to seek out a medical professional to get further evaluation, and also to go to the student health center, which is the only place that can sort of clear their app and allow them to come back into school again. This system is not without its drawbacks. It focuses exclusively on symptomatic cases. And we know from CDC estimates that about 40% of cases may experience no symptoms whatsoever. For that reason, University of Kansas is also requiring students to wear masks and to remain socially distant at all times. One of the big concerns for students around the country with any health app that aims to either track health data, track symptom data, or even attempt to contact trace is data privacy. Students around the country who are going back to school this fall have been a little cagey about the idea of introducing health apps that potentially collect their data in order to either diagnose them, refer them to medical care, or even contact trace. As someone who used to work for Google, Brian McClendon is pretty sensitive to the idea of data privacy. As such, with the CVKey project, he has decided that he is not collecting any data that gets put into the app. Instead, the app merely holds onto a health status, whatever is generated at the end of someone putting their symptoms into the questionnaire. It also doesn't have access to your phone's GPS or Bluetooth. Brian McClendon's whole idea with the CVKey project is focused on helping people return back to work and school and normal everyday life in order to keep the economy going. As such, he knows that we have to keep transmission rates low. He's hoping that his technology will help do that by helping to manage cases as they come up. One of the reasons that Brian McClendon designed the app the way he did, so that it does not collect any data, is to build trust with student bodies. He really believes that in order for schools to adopt this technology and to start doing contact tracing, it's going to require the buy-in of students. As school administrators continue to grapple with the challenge of reopening schools this fall, technology like CVKey Project gives them at least a little shape of potential infrastructure for how they might do that.